6. The greatness of the forsaking. He forsakes all false views. Sariputra. It is clear also to me in what sense a bodhisattva is called a great being. The Lord. Make it clear then, Sariputra, what you think now. Sariputra. A bodhisattva is called a great being, in the sense that he demonstrates dharma, in consequence of not depending on anything, so that all flase views should be forsaken, i.e., the view of self, of a being, of a soul, of a person, etc. 2. The view of one who sees. The view of annihilation, the view of eternity, the view which assumes that there is, the view which assumes that there is not. The view of the skandhas, the elements, the sense fields, of conditioned co-production, of the dharmas which constitute the wings of enlightenment, of the powers, etc. 2. Of the buddha-dharmas. The view of Buddha fields, the view of a bodhisattva, the view of a Buddha, the view which assumes the turning of the wheel of dharma. Subhoti. For what reason may the erroneous view of form, and of the other skandhas, occur to a bodhisattva? Sariputra. Here a bodhisattva, who courses in perfect wisdom, unskilled in means, having got at form, he produces a false view about it, in consequence of taking it as a basis. And so for all other dharmas, up to the buddha-dharmas. 6. The greatness of the achievement. Unattached to even the highest thought. Subhoti. A bodhisattva is called a great being, because he remains unattached even to his thought which equals the unequaled, the of enlightenment, the thought which is not shared by any of the disciples and pratyeka Buddhas. And why? Because he remains unattached even to the thought of all knowledge, which is without outflows and unincluded in the triple world. Sariputra. What then is the thought of a bodhisattva that equals the unequaled and is not shared by any of the disciples or pratyeka Buddhas? Subhoti. Here a bodhisattva, on account of the production of the first thought of enlightenment, does not review of any dharma the production or stopping, the decrease or increase, the coming or going, the defilement or purification. And where there is neither defilement nor purification, neither coming nor going, neither decrease nor increase, neither production nor stopping, that is not the thought of a disciple or of a pratyeka Buddha. This is a bodhisattva's thought which equals the unequaled and is not shared by any of the disciples or pratyeka Buddhas. Sariputra. With regard to what the Ven. Subhuti has said about the bodhisattva being unattached even to the thought of all knowledge, which is without outflows and unincluded in the triple world, surely form, etc., is also unattached, on account of the emptiness of its essential original nature. Subhuti. So it is, Sariputra. Sariputra. When the Ven. Subhuti speaks of that thought of all knowledge, without outflows, and unincluded, surely their thought of the foolish common people also is without outflows and unincluded, on account of the emptiness of its essential original nature, and the same holds good for the thought of all disciples, pratyeka Buddhas, and fully enlightened Buddhas. Subhuti. So it is, then. Sariputra. Sariputra. Form is also without outflows and unincluded, on account of the emptiness of its essential original nature, and so are all other dharmas. Subhuti. So it is, then. Sariputra, as you say. Sariputra. When again the Ven. Subhuti has said that it is, because that thought is no thought, that he remains unattached even to that thought, is not also form unattached to no form, and so for all other dharmas. Subhuti. So it is, Sariputra, as you say. It is thus that a bodhisattva who courses in perfect wisdom does not because of that fancy himself for that thought for enlightenment and all knowledge, which equals the unequaled, which is not shared by disciples or end chapter 12.